Have you ever woken up long before the sun rises, stared at the ceiling and realized there was no point trying to fall back asleep? That was me today. Instead of tossing and turning in bed, I made a simple decision that completely changed the start of my day. I put on my walking shoes, grabbed my camera, and stepped outside while the city is still waking up. Living in the UAE teaches you one important lesson very quickly. If you want to enjoy being outdoors during the summer, you have to do it early. Once the sun rises higher into the sky, the temperatures become intense, making even a short walk uncomfortable. That's why I decided to make the most of this peaceful morning before the heat took over. Good morning, everyone. My name is Flavia, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm taking you along on my early morning walk. It wasn't originally part of my plan, but sometimes the best moments come from unexpected decisions. Since I couldn't sleep, I thought, why not turn this into something productive? Instead of wasting those early hours scrolling through my phone, I chose to move my body, enjoy the fresh morning air, and complete a few errands before most people had even started their day. There is something special about walking through the streets before sunrise. The temperature feels completely different from the busy afternoon and evenings. Everything is quieter, calmer, and more peaceful. The roads are not crowded, the air feels fresher, and for a little while, it almost feels like the city belongs only to the early risers. As I walked through the neighborhood, I noticed that some cafeterias had already opened their doors. The delivery riders were already collecting breakfast orders. Watching this reminded me that while many people are still sleeping, thousands of others have already begun working. Some grocery stores are open. Cleaners, drivers, cafeteria staff, security guards, and many other workers start their day long before sunrise. Their work often goes unnoticed, but they help keep the city running smoothly every single day. Morning walks also give a chance to observe life from a different perspective. During the day, everyone seems to be rushing somewhere. But in the early morning, people appear more relaxed. Some are stretching before work, others are jogging. A few are walking quietly, simply enjoying the silence. One thing I truly appreciate about walking this early is avoiding the extreme heat later in the day. Anyone who has experienced the UAE summer understands exactly what I mean. By mid-morning, the temperature rises quickly and walking outside becomes much more challenging. Choosing to exercise early isn't just about comfort. It also helps conserve energy throughout the day. Instead of struggling under the hot sun, you finish your workout while the weather is still pleasant enough to enjoy. As I continue walking, I realized I could also use this opportunity to complete another important task. Since I was already out, I decided to stop by the ATM and withdraw money to pay my rent. Sometimes life becomes easier when you combine several tasks into one trip. Instead of making another journey later when the weather is much hotter, I could finish everything in one morning outing. As I reached the ATM, I couldn't help but appreciate how quiet everything was. There were no longer queues, no rush, no waiting behind several people. The place was absolutely empty. Early mornings really do save time. After withdrawing the money, I continued walking without any hurry. Since my main errands were complete, I could simply enjoy the peaceful surroundings. One thing I love about walking is that it gives me time to think without distractions. I can reflect on my goals, think about work, and simply organize my thoughts. Sometimes our minds become so busy that we forget to slow down. Walking allows us to breathe, observe, and appreciate the little things around us. Many people believe exercise always has to be intense, but even a simple walk offers many benefits. It helps improve circulation, supports heart health, burns calories, reduces stress, and can even improve sleep quality over time. Ironically, today I couldn't sleep. Yet that lack of sleep motivated me to take this walk. Sometimes unexpected situations lead to positive outcomes. As I continued walking through the neighborhood, the mornings became more lighter. More people gradually appeared on the streets. Cars had not yet filled the roads. Watching the city slowly wake up is actually fascinating. The silence slowly transforms into movement, conversations, vehicles, and the familiar rhythm of another busy day. The best part about morning walks is that they don't just benefit your body, they also refresh your mind. You begin the day feeling more accomplished because you've already done something positive before your workday even starts. Thank you so much for walking with me this morning. Until next time, stay safe, stay active, and I'll see you in my next video.